Profit First is a method that is used to change your behavior when it comes to how you manage your money in your business. It is said that about 50% of businesses fail within the first 5 years, and of those that do survive, only half grow to become truly profitable. We as entrepreneurs start and build our businesses so that we can share our passion by doing something we love in hopes that it will serve people in a way that will lead us to a life of profitability and ultimately financial freedom. Unfortunately, many of us instead become slaves to our business by putting in endless hours of hard work and constantly feeding money back into the company. And we do all of this to just barely keep our heads above water and with no profit to show for it at the end of the day. But this isn't necessarily our fault. This is actually a result of something we have been taught for centuries about how we are supposed to handle our money in our business. Very simply put, we are told that sales minus expenses equals profit. Now, logically, this makes perfect sense. Every day we look at our sales and revenue, and then we pay our bills and other expenses, and what is left over is our profit. But as many business owners will tell you, there doesn't tend to be anything left at the end of the day, and therefore, no profit. The reason is not because you need to increase sales, it's because we as humans don't act logically. We act based on our existing behavior. And our existing behavior is working off something called the priming effect. The priming effect says that we will naturally focus and base more importance on whatever we are exposed to first, therefore putting less importance on the things that follow and ultimately not paying much attention at all to the things that come last. For example, if you are talking with someone about food and another person walks up and asks you to name something green, you're more likely to say broccoli than you are to say the grass, because your brain was primed with the original subject of food. So knowing this effect, when we look at the original model of sales minus expenses equals profit, we automatically believe sales to be the most important because it is first, and we put profit as the bottom line, subconsciously deeming it as not important and perpetually delaying it. Now, this isn't to say that sales and growth in your business are not important, but behaviorally, we tend to think that if we could just get more sales, we will eventually become more profitable. But unfortunately, as our business grows, our expenses usually do too. This is because as sales increase, so do the obligations to our clients, customers, and the business itself, which means more cost. So we continue to feed money into our business while expenses keep going up, and this vicious cycle goes on and on without ever seeing that desired profit. This is why we see these seemingly successful businesses bringing in millions of dollars, but eventually failing because they never have anything left over to create a profit margin. So this old model of putting profit last is killing our business by completely neglecting the profit altogether. Instead, what we want to be doing is managing the money in a way that says sales minus profit equals expenses. By switching this around, we are actually instinctually putting more importance on the profit and no longer putting it last. Essentially, we are using the pay yourself first principle and just applying it to your business. Now, you might be thinking to yourself that there's no way you can spare anything at all because you don't even have enough to cover all of your expenses now. But I am not insisting that this will happen overnight or that it will be a large profit right away. It may start with just $1, but there are strategic ways to change the system and leverage your existing behaviors to make this method work for you. Instead of saying, eventually we will see a profit if we just keep growing and get more sales, you can become profitable from day one. Because profit is not an event, it is a habit. Let me show you how to start building the habits so that the dream of your business being profitable can start today.